And it's Jones with a lot of running room. He's got another first down.
He's dangerous in so many different ways.
Fake to him. Wide open on the other side of the field is the rookie Tucker Kraft. What a play. He picked up 27. Back to Jones. And Jones is loose. Near another first down and inside the 10-yard line of Carolina. A.J. Dillon has checked into the game, battling a thumb injury recently. Dillon powers ahead, and he's in. That's a Packer touchdown. Boy, nice having that combo of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
You see Derek Brown lined up right here, and he's going to have an opportunity to make this play. Watch him shed a blocker. But it was the power, getting that whatever tells they can from a coverage or rush standpoint from the defense.
Time for Young. And open. He's got his tight end Tremble again. Who's trembling inside the 35 on a Panther first down. On third down, extra pressure coming. It's picked up, and the throw too high. Would have been near a first down at the 25. This is a tough one, though. From 52 yards away, it's up there. It's out there. And it's through. It's good. Just overall, a little more attention to detail as Jones finds room again, and he shakes loose across midfield, all the way down inside the 40 of the Panthers. 33 putting on a show. His longest run of the year, 39 yards. Dillon comes in, love to throw and open inside the 25, leaping for the catch. That's Bo Melton. A.J. Dillon, who had the touchdown a moment ago, gets the carry, but they flip, and back is Melton carrying after a catch. In the running roll down to around the 27. Let's get a game break.
Too high look, which is what they do mostly in the field and what they're going with right here.
On a third down, throw is high but caught. That's Kraft. Jordan Love will keep. And touchdown Green Bay.
You could see Josh Myers, the center, leading that way. You think you may hand that thing off. Get that quick snap. Jordan Love sneaks it in.
And the extra point is not good. He's had a bit of an issue.
And here's Thielen in the slot, who's been the primary target on third downs.
Young has time and a high throw, but this one, he hangs on. That's DJ Chark at the 45.
To figure out what those guys can do and get them to do it consistently.
On third down, the throw is right on target. We've been waiting for Adam Thielen to show up here. 30% of the receptions, that's what Thielen is responsible for, as Hubbard shakes loose. And he gets down around the 20 for a first down. Starter since mid-October, over 730 yards, leading the Panthers 10th in the NFC coming in. Marset to the goal line. Amir Smith-Marset has a Carolina touchdown.
Marset's going to work his way all the way back, but it's that run fake that gets everybody to react front side. Chuba Hubbard just comes off of a big run, and of course, Adam Thielen downfield. This Carolina team, we saw with a big win a week ago. These guys came and played, nothing to lose.
And letting it rip is Jordan Love to Romeo Dobbs. Saints game when they rallied from 17-0 to win in the final quarter. He's on the move now. And Love will keep. Slide out of bounds around the 45 of Green Bay, bringing up a signals Malik Heath to come over and pick that up. Throw incomplete. Sideline for Tucker Kraft, and it's fourth down. He was hitting from 56-58 in pregame on this side of the field. The kick is through. To the NFL, that's where they needed him, and he's done a nice job of holding things together for the Panthers. Chase Young on the move, dumps it off nicely. It's Tremble, who's the leading receiver for them in the game. He gets a first down. Jen, it feels good to mess up the Christmas of the Atlanta Falcons. That's what they did last week, trying to do that to the Packers. And that completion to Amir Smith-Marset, who had the touchdown on the run a moment ago.
That he does. Remember, he's got a basketball background, and you can see that the way that he moves. He just kind of slithers up there.
He actually needs 2 for the first, and Chuba Hubbard cannot get a big stop by the Packers up front, and it's 4th down. Chuba Hubbard will not get the first down. He'll lose yardage as soon as he got the football. The Packers were there. Who have been under pressure defensively. Jordan Love on the move, airing it out, and just kind of couldn't find anybody. Let's look at that 4th down stop. Snap blitzes on. Love fires off his back foot, and catch made. Should be good enough for the first down. Bo Melton. Jordan Love signaling. Gets out of it. On the move. Throws. End zone. And that's a Packer touchdown. Dontayvion Wicks. His 2nd NFL touchdown.
Wicks is going to see that Jordan Love is going to get in trouble. Breaks off of that initial route. Turns. Just fine green grass. You still got a little bit of time here as well. With 3 timeouts, you can stop him here on 3rd down.
And the catch leaping. That's Sullivan. Let's see where they spot that. This would be a big mark for a first down or time for Green Bay to get the ball back.
And you hope for a throw and another interference call. Maybe try a long field goal.
An on-target throw. They are good enough to get into the postseason. Trying to set up the Hail Mary. Jordan Love going to air it out. The throw all the way down.
Got a chance.
Inside the 5, and it's knocked away, and that'll bring it into the half. He's run only once today. Averages over 6 an attempt, over 200 rush yards this year. Passy is caught. There's Thielen. That's his 4th target, but his 2nd catch. And that's the guy you got to get going. I got to get a good visual. It helps me understand. Catch, Mingo gets a block, and Jonathan Mingo up near midfield.
The quarterback really has to ride him, and of course, playing so much shotgun, that's not what he's always used to.
Young, open. Sullivan, the ball hung in the air, and it's incomplete. Flag down. That's back at the 47-yard line. Put one on the quarterback.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 58. A 15-yard penalty, automatic first.
Thielen, top of your screen. And Young toward the sideline with a good pickup near a first down before going out of bounds. Let's get a game break with Carissa.
Seen a lot of that.
Chuba Hubbard, he's in the end zone. It's a Panther touchdown. Straight ahead, power run.
He's going to have the key block on this one, and Packers fans are probably going to be a little bit upset with the technique that he uses on Jonathan Owens. And it goes up around the...
And he referred back to Giants-Bucks. They scare you. If you don't do it on the field, then don't talk playoffs. Romeo Doubs all the way down inside the 40. The ball's out, but the Packers are on it. And he referred back to Giants-Bucks. They scare you. If you don't do it on the field, then don't talk playoffs. Romeo Doubs all the way down inside the 40. The ball's out, but the Packers are on it.
Running into one of those tree trunks A.J. Dillon has for legs can do that.
2nd and 8. Aaron Jones with a first down. Tough yards down around the 21 of Carolina. Protecting a 7-point lead. 3rd and goal from the 5 of Carolina. Robert Smith, Chris Myers, Jen Hale. And nice to have you watching at Christmas Eve. Love to throw. End zone. Catch made. Romeo Doubs with a Packer touchdown.
Doubs to the outside, and you see that those defenders have that inside leverage. That's going to give you an opportunity. You send one of those guys vertical, Doubs out to the sideline by himself. Perfectly thrown ball from Jordan Love.
You sit and you talk to him. He's confident. He's caring. He works hard. You saw what he did in college. We're trying to get a gauge on his pro career. On the move. He's going to have to get rid of it, and he does. A completion for a first down to Thielen at the 46 of Green Bay. And just over 10 minutes to go. Young completes. Tremble, the tight end, who started out in the first half as the go-to target. 3rd and 1. Marset will get the first down and keep churning down the sideline. He had the touchdown run a little bit earlier for Carolina. We're seeing that moment. Young, and the catch is made. A good fingertip grab by DJ Chark. And there's still, looked like the ball was loose, and then there's a scramble for it. Here comes a flag. Looked like there's some extra pushing and shoving on the floor of this. We're seeing that moment. Young, and the catch is made. A good fingertip grab by DJ Chark. And there's still, looked like the ball was loose, and then there's a scramble for it. Here comes a flag. Looked like there's some extra pushing and shoving on the floor of this.
After the play was over, personal foul. Green Bay number 95. Unnecessary roughness. Half the distance to the goal line. Will be first down for Carolina.
Young, end zone. Oh, he hangs on. DJ Chark for a Panther touchdown.
DJ Chark lined up, and he's going to work his way right into the middle of the field here. And as soon as he makes that turn, that throw's already on its way. The decisiveness.
Yeah, just ahead of Stokes, who almost knocked that ball away from Chark. Perfect throw for the touchdown. The extra point. He missed one, and he's going to miss another one, and this is big.
Wow. Try and get in the face of Jordan Love.
The blitz is on. It's picked up for a moment. And one-on-one, he just throws that away.
Watch the legs of Bryce Young on this one.
4-man rush. Out of the pocket. He's open. And the catch made. Chark, a tough hit, and a flag follows at the 42-yard line. Anthony Johnson delivered the hit.
See if they bring pressure.
Time for Young and open inside the 15. Headed to the 10 is Thielen. From the 10-yard line. Young on the move. He will throw and catch. Did he hang on? Yes! It's a touchdown for DJ Chark. Will check his feet. He hauled it in before going out of bounds, and Young made it happen. Rule to score. Chark. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, if he controls that thing all the way.
Blackshear. Got it. And we've got a tie game. Third and 4, extra pressure picked up. Low out there for Doubs, and he's got it. Did he hang on, go into the ground? They said he juggled, but let's see what the official says. He's ruling it a catch. By Carolina have tied it. 2nd and 10 from the 33 of the Panthers. That pass in a crowd, but caught. And moving upfield is Tucker Kraft to the 12. It's a first down. And a timeout used by Carolina right away. What a defensive play on Aaron Jones. Nick Thurman, who backs up Shy Tuttle. Taylor. And the clock will run.
About 20 seconds left.
32 yards.
Got it.
sigh of relief for Packer fans around, and a little applause from Jordan Love. Young throws for Chark, and he hauls it in. Was he inbounds? The ruling is yes. Another extraordinary catch. Over the middle, catch made. In field goal range, it's Adam Thielen at the 31 of Green Bay. They need to spike it. They can't stop the clock. There's no time. Did they run out of time? The official word from the field. But the Panthers are beat by LaFleur and playoff hopeful Green Bay. What an effort from Bryce Young.